my kind of my likes and dislikes on each of those, and I appreciate you giving me such a wide variety.
Well, you know what happened is, as I was looking at the project, I would get hooked. I would get like I would neutralize myself because I was like, I really I want it to where you get the video that you have out front, but then it needs to be like the site needs to be done with some elements, and I was never there with the conversation that you had with Shar, and
Sure.
and she and I, we both think a lot alike, but then other times it's like it's one of those things. So I was like, I keep running into a wall when I try to like
Yeah.
do this. So let's.
I understand that, and
So,
it's kind of a big project.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to? Can you just go over in general
Sure.
what you?
Okay. I looked at, I think, the 5 that you sent,
Mm-hmm.
and I really liked the Wounded Warrior Project. I liked the colors, the organization. I liked the big picture on the front. I liked at the bottom of the big picture that they had the donate, warriors, family support, and give back kind of those tabs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that like really captivated it because it was pictures. And although those weren't active links, I think that they could be active links, like on my website, for instance. So I really liked the big picture. I would have liked to have seen it change because I kind of got bored, I guess. It's like, okay, what's next? But I really liked the organization of it, and I liked the black, the red, and the blue. I thought that was really cool. The Veterans Crisis line, I thought it was too confusing and too busy. And I didn't really like the colors. I know that because it's a crisis line, they use blues, and they're using baby blues, which is a psychological thing. And so I just thought, just for what I do, that whole color scheme was kind of boring. But I understand why they used it. And then the volunteer veteran or the volunteer VA, it looked like all the other VA, websites that I go to. But I did like that it had a changing big picture. I liked the tabs and the color scheme. And I liked the area on the right side, kind of halfway down the page, that had, I think it was titled Connect With, and then it had like Facebook, and I think it had a YouTube link.
Right.
So I liked that. But I think and then there was the Make the Connection website, which felt to me very similar to like the Veterans Crisis line. And that, it was just too busy for me. But I did like their Facebook tab because it was like right there and it was big. And I really want to do a lot of connecting with social media. I think that's really how I connect, just on a daily basis with so many people. So I really want to go with that. But I think my very favorite, just first glance website, was the Vets Prevail website. I actually really liked those colors. It was like a forest green. It kind of tied right into the uniform.
Right.
Although it wouldn't tie right into a uniform, like, for instance, of a Navy. So I did think of that, like, what is it really saying? It's saying Army and it's saying Marines. But I think that I liked how the picture was just so huge. It was all across the page.
Right.
And I liked the key words. There was under his picture, like kind of across his chest, were some words that I don't even remember what they said. But I thought that was pretty key because it got me to think of what their website was about, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think overall, my two sites were the Wounded Warrior Project and Vets Prevail. I liked how they looked, and I liked how organized they were. Now, the Vets Prevail, it didn't have a lot of content on it, and I think for my website, I do have a lot of content, but I think that, for instance, the website that I have up right now, the Our Hero's Journey website, it's too confusing, and you have to captivate people like within the first 30 seconds to a minute, or they're going to click off. They're not going to want it. So I think that's why I really like the pictures, because pictures captivate people,
Right.
and they want to like see what you're doing. And I have a lot of pictures, and I think that's where, my website right now as it stands is just really lacking. But I think that's my biggest complaint is I don't even like the logo, honestly, of my own website. It's not my logo for my company, and I can send you that logo.
Okay.
I don't even know where that logo came from. It was the guy who created the website, and he just kind of like was dictating like what was going on there, and there wasn't a lot of communication. But I would like to see pictures rather than logos. I think that just speaks volumes. And I have so many pictures from events that I kind of like to see like almost a tab that has events or like a photo album. And I was trying to think about how I could possibly organize so many pictures. And when I'm going to events, I'm taking maybe a maximum. I try to not take a picture of everything, but of things that are important. So, I may come away from an event with 30 pictures, for instance. Like I did a father-daughter dance, which was just crazy cool pictures because it was the Marines were dressed in, their dress blues, and they had these little tiny daughters with them. And, I mean, people, if they saw that, would be like, whoa, what is this? Because they were just really cool pictures. So I'm almost thinking, I jotted down a few things. I really liked, because I'm military, people relate the word mission with the military, like what is my mission? And that's something I actually liked about the Wounded Warrior Project website, is that it said mission, and then I'm looking at all my notes. Oh, and then under mission it said vision, purpose, and I thought that was really cool. And I know that there's probably plagiarism within websites, so I, obviously don't want to upset them, so I'd have to think of maybe some other words that would kind of relay those same things, but not be a copycat of their website.
Right.
But I did really like that about their website, that it kind of just and I think their actual mission statement at the top was just one sentence, and I thought, wow, that just says it all. And if you, like on the back of my business card, I have a thing that says, it's just one sentence, and it says, adopting deployed and combat wounded. And it just, I'll actually scan my business card and show you. It has just a dog tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
But that just, that conveys directly, what do I do? And I would like to actually add the word veteran to that sentence. But I think adopting deployed, combat wounded, and veterans kind of is the whole umbrella of what Our Hero's Journey is about.
Okay.
And then, of course, actually seeing my own logo, which is it was done by a graphic designer. It's much more subtle than what's on the Our Hero's Journey website right now.
Okay.
And I will send that to you, and I actually have it in a vector file.
Okay.
So it would be much easier. And it's just more simple and not so cartoony, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we had talked about the video. I have a video that we had on our original website, and it was of an interview that it was actually on the national news. What national news was that, Rich? It was on CNN, and they had done an interview with somebody that I eventually awarded this guy an award at a San Diego Padres game.
Uh-huh.
And I have footage of all of that, and then we had had this video where it started with the CNN interview, and then it went to us doing the honor event. So it was really cool. It gave me credibility, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have that video, and I will send that to you in a Dropbox form.
Okay.
And, yeah, so now where do we go from here?
Great. Okay, well, let's. Are you by a computer? Are you able to look
Yeah.
at the sites? Okay, so let's go to the Wounded Warrior, and the reason why, like, I agree. I like the big photos. We need to have like the photos, rotating, have more action, have it be more dynamic.
Yeah.
The bullet points here, the calls to action, look good. We have to have custom ones for you guys, and then to have the buttons like they are is good. They also, like, as far as the family support, give back, warriors, all that, that would be good to have. Maybe some different photos showing, rotating as well. Different things.
I will interject. When I opened the website, I did not like the overlay page.
Yeah.
That was like donate now. I just think that's like too in your face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that I just wanted to say, like, that was like, ugh. But then once I got to the website, I'm thinking, oh, that this is cool.
Yep.
And I don't know, like, you would know better. Do people's eyes draw better to a right or a left tab, or are they really looking for something at the top?
Well, that if anyone answers that definitively, I think they're not seeing all the possibilities. It really,
right.
I've seen so many different designs of right, left, conventional navigation, unconventional navigation, stuff like that. So, so the thing is that, I'd say that what really matters is the elements on the page and how they're done, so that way it draws them to things that matter. So when I saw this site, what I liked was, the big graphic, and that when the photos change when you refresh the browser or you come back to the site. But
Right.
but I like that effect. I like the fact that you had a good presence, right off the bat, and then
Sure.
these calls to actions with the the donate warriors family support,
Yeah.
but then the other thing I liked was that it had highlights where what you're doing is rotating in this section. Now the layout with the buttons and all that I didn't really like, but the thought of what was here,
Right.
showcasing things and having it move makes it to where the site looks like it's active. Now,
Exactly.
yeah, and down below where it says warriors to work, how the photos are
Yeah.
rotating there, that's how I perceive the photos rotating up top, those four photos, but much slower and
Right.
not to where it just looks way too busy for things. So
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that's that. Now, so those are the elements that I liked about this site that I think should be included in what you're wanting to do.
Sure.
Now for the Veterans Crisis Line, what I not so much the design per se, but a couple elements. One was how they if up top they have like the tabs
Yeah.
and they're sort of directing you, not to say that it should be there, but in your content. This is just raw thoughts that are coming out
Sure.
in your content. You may want to associate are you a veteran? Are you active
Sure.
duty? Things like that. Because in your mission, you're adopting veterans deployed and combat wounded,
Right.
and so that should tie in somehow to the site. It's are you
Okay.
currently are you retired? Are you deployed?
Sure.
Are you wounded?
Active.
Because
Right.
for the person that is you know combat wounded who is getting rehabilitation, you should have something like a place for them, a place for
Sure.
and
Okay.
I don't know your business, but from having so many friends in the military,
Yeah.
and having friends that have had uh, situations where they came home and basically they had to you know they had to get their space back, in their
Sure.
mind.
Yeah, reintegrate back into civilian life or
Right.
family life.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, they could be in a hospital getting therapy. They could be home. They could be all these
Sure.
different things. So I think that what I liked about this was it brought up the thought that by having somewhere on the site, having it to where I'm this type of person,
Sure.
to then have content that specifically talks to them, brings in the soldiers in to a we're like, okay, yeah, versus like some sites it just seems like there's really nothing,
There
nothing
for them.
based upon who they are,
Right.
so that's
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point, and I'm glad you brought that up because, for instance, somebody who's a veteran may not care anything about what we're doing with active duty. It's how can you help me? What
right,
are my
right.
resources?
Because
And
right,
yeah,
because they're basically there, based upon just the feedback I get. Um, it seems like they're not, the public is not really zeroing in on them. They're just they're getting lumped in with everybody. And where
right,
if you do this somehow somewhere within the design of the site, where when they get here they're like, okay, yeah, I'm this, and then they go to when they click on it they go to you know they're getting
sure,
they're getting fed when they come to the site, and they're like, okay, this site is speaking to me,
right,
not just that I'm a military person, you know.
Right, and I actually really like this now that I'm looking at it, and my eyes are now drawn to this tab. I think this is actually a really great layout, and I do like I'm under the I am a veteran, and then there's pictures, and I think it's kind of cool because kind of my kind of where I come from and what I've often said to people over the years is you don't know who the veterans are in your community. They could work at the grocery store. They could work, be your mailman. And I think it's kind of good. I like the relativity of that. You're looking at these faces and you're realizing, oh, this guy served, 20 years. And, he looks like he could be my grandpa. And
Uh-huh.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yes.
I like that. Yeah.
So that's what I got from that. And then also, the down below where it says, "Are you a veteran or concerned about one?" And it has like, and I'm not looking so much at the exact verbiage, but you see how it has like the lady in the background, and then then out front, it's in black and white. And then out front, it has like, act now, confidential, veterans, like.
Where is that? What page? What
same
page are you on?
Front page.
Okay.
VeteranCrisisLine.net. Now they're talking about Veterans Crisis, but don't look at the content so much. Look at the architecture and the style of what they're using. Don't look at the message there so much as just looking at the style. So when you go down, it says, "Are you a veteran or concerned about one?" It has these two blocks, and one is
right.
One is like, the image and the verbiage and the calls to action are support, and then the other side is basically like talking to them as far as learning how to identify things and that. So
sure.
So strip the actual content, strip the actual message, and look at how they are using. Like on one, they have like a tech support kind of thing, and theme in the background, and then the action items, and then the other is basically for the person, for the how to self-help. Now that's not for your. It's not what you're doing.
No.
But if you look at the architecture of these marketing pieces, the calls to action, and the architecture of what they're putting together to get the message across, I would like to, after we get like the foundation and all things done, I'd like to develop some marketing architecture like this, but based for your business.
Okay.
So that way, it's like just like they were. What I got from this site is whoever did it, they had a they were into giving each person voice, and then giving them ways to get things from them. One is here's the stuff that support, and then learn how to diagnose, or learn how to do things yourself. It sort of it goes a little deeper. so I like the thoughts, and this can be related to buying a home. It could, like these two areas can be used for all different types of businesses.
Okay.
Like we could let's just go outside the box and go cupcakes. The thing on the left. Well, here you can call our cupcake chat line to find take a quiz to see which cupcakes you like. And then and then the other side, it's like I guess I should say this. The left side would be customer service stuff, and then the right side is identifying the kind of cupcakes you like. What about gluten and gluten free stuff like that. So so it's just a kind of element. So that's what I got from this website. I got insights thinking, well, this sort of gets someone that's used to being lumped in and gets them to they can identify and feel more connected.
Right.
And then down below, these are action items that we can tailor to show them, how you can help, both from your side and then from them, things that they can do for themselves
Right.
that will help them, live a better life, and then
Sure.
that will also get them to talk to you. So that's what I got. That's what I
Okay.
came away from this site. So now let's go to
Yeah.
volunteerva.gov. Now
That
here,
that's good. Good points.
thanks.
And as I look at that website, I think I like it more. Um,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
but just for those concepts, because see, when I go to this volunteerva.gov, what I like about it, mainly is I like the tabs. Gary Sinise with the tabs. What will you do? Welcome home. Your value. Having tabs like this, where you get more marketing messages in the same amount of space,
Right.
is a good thing. And then the connect. I liked that area too. Connect with us. It looks more custom than just a standard thing. I liked their buttons came out to be like on the left hand side under quick links. It just like it has an icon next to the wording, and so so part of me was like, okay, you know um, try which we're going to get to the other site soon, but getting the tabs dialed in so that you get more of a message in,
Sure.
and then have the connect with the VA. The other thing I like about this is that, it has some video components. It has the videos on the side, which are
Right.
good. Which you know we should have that one that you want, like primarily like in the middle here, like where the tabs are. Have that in a section, but then also, on a side note to the side, we should have a few videos, that you can be, that will answer some of the questions. They don't have to be super fancy for now, but
Sure.
we get a couple of them made, and we put them in, and they just give people the feeling of what you guys are all about, and so
Absolutely.
what I like about this site is it's a little like up top. It's a little typical.
Right.
I do like the fact that the photos rotate, but I like the other site better, the Wounded Warriors, where the photo's bigger and it has a more dynamic
Sure.
feel. But down the rest, I like the tabs, and I like the connect, and then I like the fact that there's videos are here, because that will get people will click on these just to
Right.
see what's up. So that's really what I had, for that one. And then,
Okay.
vets Pre-
Yeah. I
vet,
like that.
vets prevail. I like the same thing. I like the image, the big image in the back,
Right.
and having that. The other stuff, this just has a good impact. And what's nice is that this doesn't have to be a static photo. It could be, Army, Air Force, Navy,
Sure.
Marines. It could be, that rotating in, as
Right.
well. So
Yeah.
that was the the thing I got. I liked the impact of the header. So
Right. Yeah, that was my favorite part, and I did like the color.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but now when we go to make the connection, what I liked about this was the video segment. It has the video, and then it has browse the gallery, and the side of it.
Yeah.
It just looks robust. It has a really good robust look to it, and
Yeah.
that was the thing. And then, I liked the navigation where it says information for you, veterans, family and friends, all that stuff.
Sure.
That was good. The And then the top was, it's all right. I mean, it's one of those things. But I think the other elements from Wounded Warrior and the other sites would be better. But
Right.
I really liked the video with with this gallery thing. And if you go back to the one that we were just looking at, where is it? Yeah, the volunteer. You know, they have the videos to the side, and that's okay. But I really think that it should be, what I see with this is that you have a video like gallery that makes people, want to see more.
Right. Yeah, and I liked I do like that on the Make the Connection as well as the Crisis line that you can really customize it to where you are, where you are, because my whole website is about a hero's journey. I mean, it's in the name, and it goes from the beginning, active duty, to the end, and sometimes that's the end of their lives.
Right.
So I like that. I really like that about the Veterans Crisis Line, now that you pointed that out, and I really looked into that. And if we could integrate that into something that looked kind of more like the Wounded Warrior Project website as far as the color, and getting the video on, like Make the Connection, I really like how it has the video gallery. I think that is really cool. And then, like I said, I have a ton of pictures, so I will have a ton of content, and I think sometimes pictures can speak volumes as opposed to like a paragraph. When you're seeing kids and Marines and service members doing things, being active, it captivates people. So yeah, I like all of this, a little bit of everything, actually.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. If we could put it together. The other thing, it can, if you go to where is it? I think I just missed it. What did I? Okay, so the one with the volunteer VA .gov.
Right.
The down where the tabs are, we can make it to where like we see it says what will you do, right? We have a video there, and then the video describes itself, and then we can make like the video gallery horizontal underneath where it says watch the video. We can actually have thumbnails there with captions below, and then view the whole gallery. So they Make the Connection, theirs has the video and then the gallery to the side. In order to fit as much as possible, we can make it to where it's we could do it this way or the other way. But if you see like this picture above on Make the Connection, above where the lady's talking in the top part of the video, just picture that as a tab, and then this whole thing shows, and then when you click on it, to like the next tab, it would have a whatchamacallit. It would have a like the pictures, video.
Oh, okay,
pictures,
right.
And so this whole space, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can find this. Go to. I'm gonna have you go to a website. It is. I'm trying to pick all the ones I know in my head are hard to spell. So.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Go to born the number 4 realestate.com.
Okay, 1 second. Born, like BORN?
Yes.
Born for real estate.com. Okay. Is it Tennessee Homes?
And
okay.
And scroll down, and you'll see both of them, and you'll see a welcome tab.
Okay. There's a welcome tab. It says find your home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is sort of the layout where it'll be tabbed like this. So you'll have the video, and then you'll have to the side or to the bottom you'll have the gallery, and then you can click on it, and it'll be pictures, a picture tab, and you can make
Sure.
the picture tab first or second, whatever. But we'll have a bunch of these, tabs, and it takes that one space and gives it so much power because you're able to do
Right.
this. We can even make these tabs automatically, switch.
Okay.
They'll go from welcome to video to pic to whatever automatically after so many seconds.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So that's another element that we can do
Yeah.
in order to
This
do that.
this is actually a great website.
So just picture, like, going back to the make the connection. Picture the tabs above it, above this area from the video to the gallery on the side, and just think of this section as 5 or 6 areas, within this one space, 5 or 6 sub areas that can communicate to them, and we can have that be, we can have it, be still like this, or have it rotate, from tab to tab,
Okay.
and I think if you refresh the browser on Make the Connection, it's doing that up top. If you look at, let's see if it's doing that. No, I guess not. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so if you keep your browser to the top of the website, you'll see it says welcome, and then it says
Yeah.
listen, and then after so many seconds it says learn, after so many seconds it says locate. So
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay.
we can use the same effect, for this section, and have the things that matter, you know, uh,
Right. Oh,
mark.
I like that.
Yep, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
that's cool.
basically, then that way, they get the big photo up top, right?
Yeah.
And then as they scroll down, they see, things that are happening, and it could be, on that one site that, let me see if I can find it again, um, where it has their, yeah, on Wounded Warriors, they're doing the same thing, with the highlights section.
Sure.
It's I think it does. Yes, where you can go from thing to thing.
Yeah.
So we can have a lot of components, so it's a combination of all these, but in some of the things that I've said. So that way you're getting your the first impression has them wanting to click on things,
Right.
and then as they're looking at one thing, elements of the site are rotating automatically and marketing it to them about other things that you want to talk about.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I actually really like that element.
Right. And it's just
Yeah.
it's just getting all these pieces together. So I want to revise. I said that, now, basically I said, okay, well, once we have it dialed in, we'll have it ready in a week. What I'm going to say is that I'll get, today is Friday, and
Sure.
I'll have a mock-up for you by Tuesday, and we'll do our. We're not going to be able to get all this in and done in a week, just because it's a
Oh
little
my
more.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what I want to do is let's put a soft deadline on this as, the end of the month. Let's make it to where the end of
Okay.
September, the site is in, the elements are in, and it's all working. But then
Sure.
at that point, October, we're gonna, like, polish it out. You're gonna look at it a few times. You're gonna send it a few people. They're gonna have some feedback, and they're gonna go, oh, you know what? Here's something that someone brought up I didn't see, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't see that either, and then
Okay.
we'll massage it and get it,
That's awesome. I just I think what I I want to be able to do with the website as well is be able to blog about things that are happening. I'm doing things weekly with active military veterans. I want to be able to blog about that. I want it to be able to connect with Facebook. Especially, I'm not big into Twitter. I could get into Twitter. I haven't had time for Twitter.
Yeah, yeah.
But and I know, like, my husband does mortgage loans. Twitter is, he draws people in through Twitter, And then I really need to get reconnected, like with my LinkedIn. I just never go on that.
Right.
But I know that those are all tools that I should be utilizing. But I think especially Facebook, if I can make the connection somehow through a blog to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be huge. And for me, when I'm using Facebook, I'm using my own personal Facebook because I had accumulated so many friends military oriented on there because of when my brother passed away, for instance. I had many people trying to connect with me, and it just ended up that I had a huge amount of friends on that. And when I created the Our Heroes Journey page, I didn't get that many likes, even though I was sending it out like, hey, like this page, like this page. So now people just kind of know that they can get information about what I'm doing through my own personal page. And I don't know if that's good or bad or how to rectify that, but that's kind of where it stands right now.
Sure. Well, here, let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Here's how you approach it: is what you'll be doing is we'll get your site so that it automatically posts to your Facebook when you want, and it'll automatically post to Twitter. When you do like your photos, you should put them in a Pinterest account and in your website and in your Facebook, and we'll show you how to effortlessly do that, so it's
Okay.
not a lot of work. And then
Sure.
once that's done, it'll automatically post to Twitter and to other things.
Okay.
Same thing with video. You should take your videos and put them into a YouTube channel that's optimized and keyworded, and you have playlists in there so you can associate the video to certain elements. And
Right.
then when that happens, that'll automatically post to Twitter, and then we can make it to where it posts to your business Facebook page, and
Okay.
and then and then what happens is when those things are posting to that page, you then from your personal Facebook is you like and comment on those posts. And
Okay.
so what happens is that the people, the friends and family and all that, they see you commenting. Yeah, this was a great time.
Sure.
We helped so many people. Blah blah blah. And then people will like and comment and like and comment and like and comment, and then suddenly you'll see the shift of a lot of the people that are on your personal are now liking the
Page.
business page, and
Right.
the business page has to be done so that it gets activity. Or what's happening is that you're saying, hey guys, go like this, and they go, and they're and I've not checked out
There's
your Facebook.
nothing.
Yeah, I've not checked out your Facebook page, but they go, and there's something that's making them not want to like it
Right.
enough to get the feed from them. So what we have to do is after after the site's done and everything's dialed in, that we then groom the Facebook page so that it's got a lot of things, and it's got
Sure.
photos, it's got video, it's got things, and then that way, when you then start liking and commenting on those posts, people will move over and they'll go, oh yeah, yeah, okay, boom, I like it, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let me ask you, what do you need from me? Do you need me to send you pictures through Dropbox? And I can do that over, today and tomorrow. Be sending pictures to you.
Yep.
Is that
Yes.
what you need so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pictures and then do you have a Our Heroes Journey YouTube channel?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have a Google Places account for?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So no worries.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah, we'll get that set up for you next week, and then
Okay.
and then what you'll do is you'll just take the videos and you'll upload them to YouTube, and then we'll get notified, and then we'll take them and customize them a little bit, and then get them put them back onto YouTube, and then we'll put them into Facebook for you, and then we'll just get things rolling that way. But here's how it's going to go. Now that we both are on the same page, we both are good. It's like, yep, this is it. And I'm screencasting this call, so you're going to get a copy of our conversation, and you're going to see visually what I was seeing while we were talking. What's going to happen is that this next week I'm going to have a design sent to you. We'll work it out to where by next Friday you're like, yep, this is approved, we're good. And then we'll be building it out and figure, that'll be the 19th, 26th. So by October 3rd, we should be all done, 100% done. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to leave.
No.
It just means that we're going to be done where you can then send it out to people and say, hey, what do you think? And then get a bunch of feedback. And then anything that pops up that's like, that both of us missed, then, we'll do it. Now, some people may say, oh, well, I think it should have, little pink bunnies running down the screen.
God.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for that, but we're not going to, we're not going to do that. But
absolutely.
Other elements that pop up, it's one of those things. So I'm thinking that, so my plan is that, by next Friday, you're like, yeah, if you can get this look onto a website, we're going to be super happy. And
awesome.
Then by the 3rd, it's like, okay, it's all installed and it's working and everything's great. Now we need to test it, and then we go from there.
Okay. And, this is like really stupid and you'll probably laugh, but I want something too that is easy for me to update and change, because I have so many events going on and I'm going into another busy part of my year that, I want to be able to update it and relatively
quickly.
Easy.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to talk me through all of that, right?
Yep. Yeah. No,
okay. Awesome.
Well, if you remember, that's the reason why you contacted us, is because your website is not really easy to use, and so
it's horrible.
What's nice about the back end that we have when you log in is that it's easier to use, and we'll have 40 tutorial videos in the site. And then if there's something that's not there, you have a question, and you're like, I can't find it in the videos, I need to know how to do this, you'll just send a ticket in to support, and then either Shar or I or one of the others will make a quick video and send it to you.
Perfect. Sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I will be putting pictures into Dropboxes, and I will be sending those over. I don't have any idea how many pictures I can put into a Dropbox.
Oh, I've got a ton of space, so we're good.
Okay, awesome. So I will just send those over to you, and I'll do that over the weekend.
I'm gonna make a folder, and then I'm gonna invite you to it, because I have a lot of space because of my account.
Perfect.
So that way you're just uploading it to my account, and everything's good.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I will be talking to you soon.
Yep, sounds good.
Hey, thanks, Glenn.
Thank you, Kelly.
Bye-bye.
Bye.